Peace, 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 peace. Yo, I wash my hair. Yeah, when I wash my hair, it takes forever to dry, yo. Even though I got the braids in it, I still wash it, And it's easier to actually wash and dry it. It's just that right here it takes forever, but underneath, yeah, it's easier to dry. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Shalom, aloha, salam alaikum. And grand rising, and we are rising to the top, 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 top. Family, y'all like my mama? Last night I was dancing. And there's this song that every time I dance I play it. And when I was young, or let me say when she was still alive, I always said when I go back home, I was gonna dance with her. And so since I didn't get the opportunity to see her again, that's my way of connecting with her sometimes. I'll play the music and I'll dance, and I know she comes around because I always call her. I say, Mama, come, man. Your favorite part is about to, just come. And I just dance. I know. I don't have to believe. I know she come around. She was here last night. We was dancing. After dancing, I was sweating. And, let me tell you something. So before I started dancing, I was talking to myself, and something told me to go listen to a song. Yo, let me tell you something. We are not alone. Your angels are right there with you. They actually suggested this song. But anyway, in case you're new here and you kind of wonder what the other side kind of look like, I want you to watch this movie, Coco. Coco. It's a Spanish. Hold on. Okay, family. This is the movie Coco. Coco. How did I know about this movie? Through my Akashi record. My mama, this lady right here, she came in. She told my psychic that by the way, I was meant to meet my psychic. My healer, my teacher, I was meant to meet them. So I didn't just randomly pick them. I was meant to meet them. She actually told my grandmother that I've been wondering what the other side looked like. Mind you, my psychic she didn't know nothing. Grandmother came and told her that the best way, to her ability, the best way she can describe the other side to me, and I'm sharing this with you. You don't have to pay for it. I paid to get it, and I'm sharing with you. She said, tell her to watch the movie Coco. And I've watched it twice, and every time I watch it, I cry. Because it makes so much sense. So if you ever wondering what the other side look like, watch the movie Coco. It's Coco. It's on YouTube. You can watch it for free. Okay? So family, today what I'm going to talk about, spiritually, we have been moved. Sometimes we say the energy has changed. There's an energy here. And a lot of people think that whenever we make videos like that, it means that the energy is going to do the work. If you ain't did the work, you're not going to feel the change. Hold on. The energy is here, and it's always been here. It's like a cycle. Like we know how women every month we change cycle, we bleed. That's what it is. But the only way you can feel it is you doing the inner work. Now let me throw some in here for y'all, family. Past couple of weeks, man, it was painful. It was headache. I was losing it. When I mean I was losing it, I was done. I was done with the human race. I said to myself, Mama, the only reason why I'm still here is because of my son. If I ain't had a son, I would have been out. The moment she left, I would have left. I lost it. People didn't understand. Nobody gets it. So when I went to school, I was upset. As soon as I got in, my professor said, hey, you back, we miss you. And I'm like, I hate it here. I hate it here. I hate school. And then I said, I want to boom, I told her that and she looked at me. So I was so angry that even though when I was sitting down, my legs kept going like that. Like I kept shaking my leg the whole time. Like I just couldn't, like my feet is on the floor going like that. I couldn't stand still. And I'm just sitting in class like this. Like I'm ready. I'm like, whatever y'all want to do, I don't even care anymore. That's what I told her. So after class, she said, Princess, let me talk to you. So I went and we was talking. She said, you have a beautiful energy. You are very powerful. But today, your energy is anger. And I said, yeah, because I am angry. And she said, I told her, right, I said, I came to school and they kicked me out because I have a red line under my name. So those days that I ain't come to school, am I going to get my tuition back? Like, are they going to take those days out of the tuition and give me the money? No, they not. What's the point of being vaginized if they still want you to get tested? It don't make any sense. So, and then I told her, I said, even with my degree, I still cannot work unless I take the state exam. And after taking the state exam, every year I have to pay to renew the license that I got. So what is really the point of getting a degree if you cannot work with a degree? So I'm in class, I'm just mad and speaking and just speaking and speaking. So after class, she called me and, we was going, she was talking to me and she said, yeah, your energy today is really, you angry. And she looked me in my eyes, y'all. She said, everything that you say is absolutely truth. It's 100% truth. And then I said, you know what? F the school. I want to talk to the president. Whoever that's the president of the school, I want to talk to the president. So my professor said, I know you want to talk to the president, but guess what? You go in there and you talk to him, right? Everything that you're saying is the truth, but they're not going to see you. They're going to see this. That's what she said. It almost broke me, but I ain't crying, man. She said, everything you're saying is the truth. They know it's the truth. But they're not going to pay attention to it because they're not going to see you. They're going to see this. That means they're going to see a woman of color. She said another way. Look around the class. 25 students, 25 to 30 students. You're the only person that is conscious enough to get the game. You cannot make a change. And that right there, when she told me that, I knew it. I knew it. Even Michael Jackson said it. I can't do it by myself. If we all cry at the same time, that's how we make the change. I'm going to draw your attention to all of this. All this message is going to click to something. When she told me that, I was like, yeah, she's right. She said, you know who they will listen? If you are Caucasian. So I said, so now do I need to find a Caucasian and tell this Caucasian exactly what I'm saying? And then they can tell the school and then maybe they will listen. She said, even if the Caucasian goes say it, it's also just one. Work on yourself. Work on yourself. Channel that anger to do something positive. And I said, what can I do? It's just me. Look at the classroom. They don't know what is going on. They don't see nothing. It's just me. How can I make a change? Do I need to go to Albany? If I go to Albany, it's still just me. And she looked me in the eye and said, I understand what you're going through, but try your best to stay positive and think about you. It's so easy for somebody to say, think about you. It's easy said and done. When you have families that you love, friends that you love, some of us got kids, it is hard. Now, this is what happened after all of this. So a couple of days ago, I was laying down, right? And my son, it was Thursday. My son went to his father on Thursday. He went to spend, Thursday with him. And then he drops him off at school Friday morning. And then I pick him up Friday after school. And then I drop him back. And he brings him Sunday night. So that's Thursday. He's with his dad. I dropped him off. I'm just laying there. And I doze off. Well, let me say I went to sleep. Yeah, listen to this. I went to sleep. And in the sleep, it looked like a hospital, but then I wouldn't say it's a hospital, but it was a hospital. It was a hospital. The building, something happened. It's like a disaster. Something happened and the building collapsed. Something happened in the dream, and the building it was crazy. It got all messed up, like an earthquake. It's the building collapsed and all of that. So they were getting the patients, the people, the hospital was getting the patient to maybe a different hospital, and they were telling everybody to run. And I left. Now I'm leaving, and I'm like, but my son is here. And then I see the ambulance. So I'm like, okay, they are transferring or transporting the patient. So my son is there. They are going to get him out. So let me just go out there and wait. Just move from this place. And when I do see him, when I see them bringing him, I'll just take him. That was what I said to myself. So we run it. It was me and 3 other people. Family, let me tell y'all what happened. Let me show y'all something. Y'all see this paper? This is just paper, okay? In the dream, it was a man, and I can tell you it was a man. It was a black man. We went to him. He took a piece of paper, and he told us to do the same thing. So we grabbed the paper. He went like that, right? And he did this in his hand. He did this. And there was fire. He told us to do the same thing, and there was fire, right? Like smoke, it was fire. And he did like that, and boom, we was flying. We was out of there. But I don't know what happened. We was out of there, but something was like, let me go back. Let me go back and get my friends. Let me go back and get more people. So we came back again. I came back again. And it was 3 people. It was two of my girlfriends and let's say it was 5 people. And I was like, let's go. I'm telling them, let's go. Let's go. They coming, let's go. I ended up getting 1 person to come along. We went back to the same dude. Gave us the paper again. Did that in our hand, and we was gone. And then I came back again. I said, I have to get my son. I have to get my child. I have to get my child. I have to save my friends. I have to get my friends. And so we came back again, or let me say I came back again. And the people, I don't know who these people were. They came and they saw us. And they were like, oh, we got ya. You're not going anywhere. And I don't know what happened. I found myself in a swimming pool. You know how you could just float on your back? So I'm just laying there. I don't know what happened. I just happened to be laying on the pool, floating, just laying there like that. Basically like you're chilling. And I'm like, I ain't going anywhere. That's what I told them. I said, I ain't going anywhere. And they were telling me to get up and come to the room. And I'm like, okay, I'll be there with you. Yeah, I'll be there with you. And I woke up. So when I woke up, the lesson I got was, which already has been shown to me again. I'm a little stubborn. I cannot save anyone by myself. Because when I try to save people, I ended up getting stuck, getting caught. Even though I was able to beat them just one step ahead. I don't know what happened. I ended up in the pool, so they didn't even think I was trying to escape. But the other three girls that were standing by the pool, they took them. But I was in the pool just chilling. All right? So that's one lesson. You cannot save anyone but yourself. 2, Friday, because my son said something is wrong with his throat. And I told him, when you go to school, because sometimes when he go to school, they go outside. And I tell him, you got to put your jacket on and close it. See, the school, the teachers, some of them are a little, I don't understand. You got to know these are kids. He's 8 years old. You got to tell them, when you take them outside, you got to tell them to put a jacket on. They still babies. So on Thursday, he was okay, but he just said his throat. So I said, when he come home, I'm going to do the aura cleansing, like 15 to 30 minutes, straight up cleansing the aura. And whatever that is there, I'm removing it, right? So he went to his dad. Tell me how I had this dream Thursday night, basically into Friday, right? Friday morning, like around 5 a.m., my ex called me and said, hey, G cannot go to school today, man. He said his stomach hurts. When he was home, he was complaining about his stomach. And, I gave him some medicine and he was okay. But when he called me and said his stomach is killing him and he's not going to take him to school, I said, no problem. Do you get it? How in the dream my son was in the hospital and I was trying to get him out. And then I woke up that morning. His father called me and said his belly's killing him, so he's going to stay home. Man, I was sitting there, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, I can't believe this. My son was sick in the hospital. I'm trying to save him, get him out. At the same time, trying to save myself and my friends. Within a few hours, I get a phone call, my son is sick. Do you see how the universe works? So today's message, I know some of you may not remember your dreams, but I pray that someday you do. You get a clarity to really remember your dreams. You cannot save no one. You can guide people, but you cannot save them. And then guess what? When I went on my Facebook that same day, somebody has inboxed me that they're trying to move to a different state. They leaving their family behind, and it's so painful, it's so hard. Even though the family don't understand the journey that this person is going through. I said, oh my God. They're showing me all of this. Does it make sense to you? She's moving on, but she feels bad because she's leaving her family behind. She wished she could help them. She wished she could take them along. So I replied a message. And I said, I understand. We cannot help everybody. We can guide them, but we cannot help. We can only help ourselves. Thank you for watching this video. That's what happened to me a couple of days ago. I was losing it. I gave up on humanity. Because when I look around, right? On a scale of, let's just say the human race is 100, right? 1 to 100. Out of the 100, 10 of us are conscious. Okay? 10 of us are. So you do the math and tell me if it is not insane, if it doesn't drive you insane. Because when I look left, everybody's sleeping. When I look right, everybody's sleeping. When I look up, everybody's sleeping. It makes you feel alone. Like, who can I talk to? Who can I go to? Nobody but myself within. So yes, on the journey to spirituality, you will have to lose your physical mind, this physical mind, to gain the spiritual insight, to gain that spiritual knowledge, to gain that spiritual mind. You have to lose that. And losing that through that process, you will want to give up. And it all makes sense why some conscious people, they give up. Because once the veil is lifted, or once you've been moved to a different frequency, and you see how messed up stuff are, and you realize that you're the only one in the mix of 1,000 people, it makes you, yes, you will lose your mind. On that note, I love you. This video got too long and I didn't plan on. I love you. One love. We got this. We got this. We are elevating to a higher level. But that don't mean it's easy. You have to go through a lot of work, a lot of pain, a lot of cry. Y'all know I don't drink and smoke like I used to before. So I have to deal with it. I have to deal with these emotions, and it was tough for me. I don't want to lie to y'all. Maybe you're not experiencing this, but trust me, when you get to that level, you go, there's this girl named Princess. She talked about this. You feel like you don't want to be here because the world doesn't make any sense to you anymore. It don't. It don't. Thank you for watching. One love.